Let this be your sign to make sourdough bread. Thank you to the creator who made this simple sourdough recipe. I'm tagging her in the comments. Go check out her pinned video. I've watched so many videos over the years and been part of groups, and it can seem so overwhelming, but it really doesn't have to be. I'm no sourdough expert, but I am just looking for a fresh, homemade, delicious tasting bread, and this does it for me. I purchased a starter on TikTok Shop. I kept feeding it and letting it double for a week. I was so excited to bake this bread today. I was also a little scared because you put so much time, energy, love, and effort into it that you want it to come out looking beautiful. For this recipe, I used 150 grams of bubbly starter, 350 grams of water. I whisked that together, added the 500 grams of bread flour, 8 grams of salt, and stirred that together. I covered the dough with a wet towel and let it rest for 1 hour. Then I began on the stretch and folds every 30 minutes, and I did a total of 4 times. Then I let the dough rest on the counter for 6 hours. Once it's doubled in size, you let the dough fall out of the bowl and you fold it into thirds twice. And then you roll it into a little ball and you start your shaping. Once shaped, I placed it on parchment paper and let it rest while I preheated my oven and my Dutch oven. I set my oven to 450 degrees. Once it was preheated, I dusted the top of it with flour and used the dough blade to cut lines. Then I placed this into the hot preheated Dutch oven and baked it for 25 minutes with the lid on and 25 minutes with the lid off. We let it cool and rest for 2 hours before cutting. And look how beautiful she turned out. I don't know all the scientific terms or what the crumb should be exactly, but this was perfect for me. It tasted delicious, warmed with some butter, and my favorite way to eat it is with butter and a drizzle of honey. So yummy. So if you've been wanting to try sourdough, do it. Have you made sourdough bread before? I welcome all your tips and tricks and hacks. Feel free to send me all your favorite videos and recipes. I love to watch sourdough videos. I love learning all the tips and tricks for any kind of baking and cooking. While there is work and effort involved, there's something so satisfying about baking, creating, cooking, something beautiful and delicious with your very own hands. Happy sourdough baking!